Hey kids, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever the case may be for you. Straighten my shirt up here. Look present. Getting by. We'll get to that in just a moment. Hey, before we do, kind of like this, if you would, hit the like. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Get all notifications. Share it. If you share it, I'll get more coverage, more people get a view of it. Let's get those algorithms going. I'd appreciate it greatly. Okay, old crazy guy's got another story for you. Getting by. We Marijuana is a thing that kind of stuck to me my whole life, and that's just the way it is. And I want to talk about that right now. I used to smoke all week long through a pipe, so that Saturday night the resin would be enough. Isn't that strange? Pot wasn't plentiful everywhere. Sometimes finding a dealer was just the chore. Let me tell you about the 70s. The 70s show was a fucking farce. It wasn't real. Sometimes even find once in a while, yeah. Granted, there'd be a week or two, or even a couple of months where you could find 5 different kinds. But there were times where you were lucky if someone would sell you an 8. And they never talked about tripping in the 70s. I'm sorry, but maybe my area was the exception, which I highly doubt because it was college ghetto area. Tripping was an aspect as well, and they never talked about that. It's like they were too good for it, or didn't want to go that deep into it. You know what I mean? Anyway, back then in the 70s, there was kind of like an invisible separation of stoners and drinkers. Then there was the stoner drinkers. But you could find groups of stoners where there weren't any drinkers. And you could find parties where there were a lot of drinkers and not everybody was a stoner. Stoners were mellow, agreeable. Always seemed like the drinkers wanted to fight and argue. It's just the way it was. Many of us stoners, we suffered long bouts of low tolerance. It didn't take much to get us high. We probably got as high off the chlorophyll off leaf as we did the THC. Oh, we wanted today to be yesterday. And patiently, we've prevailed. I'm in Michigan. We're legal. You can get recreational. Hell, you can get medical grade from private growers if you wanted it. Hell, even back then, I learned even to take leaf and how to wash it. It was basically just to put it in cool water. You didn't want it warm. You didn't want it melting the trichomes off the leaf. And you didn't want it cold, so it'd break them off. You wanted it just warm. And just to soak a little bit. Don't slosh it around or anything. Just warm. Let it sit still for a little bit. So just a quarter-inch of water. Then drain the water off. Pour it off. And then let it dry out. You'd shrink it, but it became more potent back then. I can't remember how many vats of resin I saved. Matter of fact, I got one right here just out of habit. Maybe one day you can't do any electronic banking all of a sudden. So then I'm going to be screwed. But I'm going to be high for, a week or two because I'll lower my tolerance right away. Wisdom, kids. Lower your tolerance. You'll spend a lot less money and if things get bad. Have backups like that. It may seem foolish now, but who's going to look like a fool if things do go bad for us? Which we all hope and pray won't happen. Kids, getting by. We got by so little. And many of us, I learned real quick just by watching Cops. Come on now. You watch Cops enough, you realize, don't put the weed in the car. Duh. Leave the weed at home. At home, get baked. Bah, 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 bah. Then go for your ride. Leave the weed at home. You might get it for a DUI back then. Tell them now that you have TED. Yep, you have an eye disease. Just tell them you have an eye disease. Anyway, you leave your weed at home. Don't get in your damn car with your drugs. You see so many people trying to escape because they got drugs. You see so many people getting all pissed off because they got drugs in their car. Don't put the drugs in your car, stupid. Anyway, okay, you've listened to this old man get crazy and rant about shit. Thank you, guys. And until the next one, peace out, guys.